Just saying what I feel. Rep where you're from, not where you live, baby. Keep it real.
Hi you guys, this is Chrissy. I wanted to do an updated skincare video. This shouldn't take long at all, even though I've changed a lot compared to what I used to do with the last video. As most of you guys know, I suffer with hyperpigmentation, which is actually going away pretty good. And lately, I think for like maybe the past 2 months, I've been breaking out. I don't know, I'm sure it's because of the different products I've been using and things like that just for the blog. But now my skin is back in order, so I figured now was a good time to do a new skincare video. So the first thing I've noticed was that the sulfates that I was using in my cleansers geared towards oily skin was actually making my skin worse. We all know at this point that sulfates can be really stripping on your skin, on your hair. So I've gotten rid of the sulfates in my cleansers. Now if worse comes to worse, if I'm out somewhere and I really need to wash my face, like at a relative's house, I'll use a cleanser for dry skin before I use something for oily skin that has sulfates. You'll find out, give it about a week for your skin to adjust. You'll notice that your skin's not going to produce as much oil. Your diet, yeah, drink your water. That's going to help with the oil as well. So the first thing is, let's see here, the Clarisonic Pro. Since I was in school for skincare, I went ahead and got the Pro. It has a 4th setting. I think that's the only difference between the standard and the Pro, is the 4th setting, which I don't use that often because it is a little aggressive. I usually only use it maybe once every other week, but daily use I go with this with the 3rd setting. So every morning I use my Alpha Hydrox Foaming Face Wash. It's soap-free, oil-free, pH balanced. It just gets the job done. So every morning I use my foaming face wash, and every morning I exfoliate with Dermalogica Microfoliant. It's a fine powder. It has rice enzymes. I'm sorry, not rice enzymes, rice powder. It has let's see here, salicylic acid, tea tree oil, but it's also I like it because it's also for sensitive skin. I have eczema on my lips, on my eyelids, and a little patch right here, and it doesn't irritate my skin as well. But all you do is pour a little bit in your hand, a little drop of water, make it into a paste, manipulating your skin for about 2 minutes, and then rinse it off. If I'm really pressed for time and I don't have time to do both, I'll also put a little bit inside of here. It works for me. I try not to make a habit of it, but things happen. I no longer use a toner. I just didn't see the benefits of using one. Even as far as like balancing your pH, it wasn't making sense for me to use a toner. So far that's been working for me fine. I've been using Go Clear moisturizing sunscreen, which is oil free, and it has SPF 15 in it. I really wish it had a 30 in it. It dries fast. It absorbs really quickly, and it leaves a matte finish. So I haven't been using any type of primer or anything like that, and it's been working great. I just wish that it was an SPF 30 instead of a 15. So that's my morning routine. Nothing fancy. I don't use a primer for makeup. This is all I go with. Nothing more. Now my night routine, depending on how much makeup I'm wearing, for something like this, I'll go with Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse, which is it's an oil. Again, these are pro sizes, but they're not pro products, so you can go on there. I'll set up links so you guys can find them. I'll go with Pre-Cleanse for something like this. If I'm wearing heavy eyeliner or waterproof mascara, I'll go with the Dermalogica Soothing Eye Makeup Remover, which has silk amino acids in it. That's going to strengthen your lashes. But it's alcohol free, it's oil free. I no longer use Pond's. I think in the last video I was using Pond's. What I was noticing is that because of the mineral oil and the size of my pores, it was causing a little bit of milia to form, which is these white little, I guess you would call them whiteheads, but they were forming under my eyes and things like that, so I just couldn't deal with that anymore. So go with the oil-free, alcohol-free eye makeup remover if you're having that issue. I do a manual cleanse with my Alpha Hydrox Foaming Face Wash, and then I follow with my Clarisonic using Go Clear's Clarifying Cleanser for morning and night. I love this. The only problem is it is described as a cleanser that that foams. It actually doesn't. It's a thick cream. It's really light. It doesn't leave any type of residue or anything like that, and you can tell it's pretty thick. And you only really need about this much, and it'll do your whole face. And it has micro beads in it as well for exfoliating, but it doesn't have any sulfates or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And it's actually pretty large for a face wash. It's 4.4 ounces, and my rule of thumb is 4 ounces is good for a skincare product. So after washing, maybe about twice every other day, I go with Dermadoctor Physical Chemistry, and it's settled, so it looks like it's halfway gone, but it's really not. It's just, it doesn't do a lot for my hyperpigmentation, but as far as the texture of my skin, it does wonders. I don't notice any peeling with it as well. Some may, so you have to really be careful when you're using this one, because your skin may peel. So far from me using it for the past couple months, my skin hasn't peeled from it, but the texture is really nice. After I exfoliate, I go with, because I was breaking out, and you'll notice right here I have a little pimple that I need to treat, but I was actually breaking out the chin area, which is hormonal. I was breaking out around here, just stress and things like that. Mario Badescu drying lotion. For years I've always thought that you have to shake this up and then use it, and after reading directions, you don't shake it up. It has calamine lotion in it, camphor, salicylic acid. It has alcohol in it, titanium dioxide, and talc. This has done wonders for breakouts. You still have to extract the pimple. It's not going to just go away. If you have a pimple coming up and you start using it, it's not just going to bring it to a head and then you go out about your day. You actually still have to extract the pimple. However, I found out that it's a lot easier. It just comes to a head maybe after 1 or 2 nights, but it was only 17 bucks, and I've been using it all week, and you can tell it's not much gone. So I use that at night. Now, the issues with this is you have to go around it to moisturize, and the only thing I use at night to moisturize is my MAC Oil Control Lotion. So usually if I use it, I just go around it. The only other treatment I use besides that, like my weekly mask, is 100% pure Pineapple Enzyme Facial Peel Mask. I didn't notice any peeling with it, but I did notice that it really brightened my skin, and I use it with water. You have the option to use it with lemon for, I guess, more abrasive results. So the next time I use it in a few days, it's going to be with lemon, just so I can see how it works. But it worked great without it, so I was really surprised. This was also 17 bucks, and it's a powder. The smell isn't great, but it works really nice. Yeah, I would be happy you can't smell it right now. But it didn't cause any peeling for me. That's my skincare routine. Also use Dermadoctor Wrinkle Revenge for my eye area. If you're in your mid-20s, you should probably start looking into doing your anti-aging treatments and things like that. Not because you're starting to get wrinkles, but because your skin isn't basically like turning over as fast. So you should really start at that point. That's really the end of my skincare routine. This is what works for me, and this is what I'll be sticking with. I don't have any products to try, any skincare products coming or anything like that. Some of these were gifted to me, maybe one of them or two. I'll put it in the sidebar which ones. Besides that, all the Dermalogica stuff, the Clarisonic, those are stuff I purchased, the MAC. But they've been giving me good results. I haven't did any skincare peels. I'm probably going to start going back to doing them maybe at the end of summer. I'm just not ready to start doing them yet. I like the routine that I'm doing, and sometimes when I do the peels, I peel for a week, or sometimes I start peeling late. I don't start peeling until maybe about 4 days down the line. So right now, this is what's going to work. This is what works for me. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day.